Okay. Hi. So loud. Okay. Hi. So, um, a little different today. Could have played a game today, but I decided to make my life a little more difficult and try something else. Why does it look like there's like okay, there's not. Um, okay, so yeah, I wanted to do something a little different today because I haven't gotten to work on my emotes in a while and the new pack that I'm gonna be releasing. So I figured it kind of be fun to stream that and like my process of drawing, I guess, or like what I'm gonna be releasing. Actually, hold up here. But yeah, so that is kind of my plan for today. I don't know, I just thought it'd be like cute. But yeah, so the new one that I'm doing, it's kind of like a Halloween themed emote pack. So you guys are gonna give me 1 second. I'm just being all set up. Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, basically the new. Hi Via. Hi Dylan. How are you guys? So yeah, just a little different. I know it's a little quiet. I'm gonna try to get the next time I do something like this, I'm gonna try to get the Twitch soundtrack thing set up so it's not like dead silent in here. But I figured I'd just come on and it'd be fun to like draw and show you guys how I draw. So maybe show you guys some of the other stuff that I've worked on. I'll like show you the new emotes that I'm gonna be using for my channel, like just stuff that I've been doing, and we could watch the process. Livio, hi, bro, hi. How are you? But yeah, so that's my plan. Hold up, sorry. Just making sure I could see everything that I'm doing. I'm doing pretty good. Let's see here. Okay, following and okay. So yeah, that is my plan for today. Let me make sure I could see this. Oh, I'm chilling here. Okay, so yeah. So let me show you guys how this works. This is how it's gonna look. I hope this is okay. If you're on Twitch, this is as high as big as I can get it. Yes, I'm American. I live in Jersey. So yeah, this is what we're working with. I did that outline already. It's a little I think it's just my screen that it makes it look like that bright on. There we go. But yeah, so this is what I'm gonna be doing today. Again, I need to put music on in the background of this eventually, but I didn't want to wait too long to get started because I already started way later than I wanted to. Okay, so it's just my screen. Okay, that looks good on your screen. Cool. All right. A little different again. I know I'm not playing a game. I'm not playing FNAF, so I'm not expecting this to be a huge stream today. Set my expectations a little lower. I'm still running the Babbel sponsorship, so you will see that in the bottom corner. I'm still working on that. We got 1 out of 24. One person out of 24 people to sign up, so I'm very excited. I am running a giveaway, so I'll put that in the chat eventually. If you want to win, you have a chance to win if you go through the Babbel sponsorship. Let me see if I can write it actually. I'm pretty sure I exist. This should work. Let's see. There we go. So there my giveaway. I also wrote a lot more detailed version of that in my Discord. So if you're not on the Discord, go to the Discord. If you have any questions, let me know. But basically, all you have to do is use my link to sign up to Babbel. Aw, Dylan! With the resubscribe for 1 month. Thank you. Dylan and Via, I can't wait till I can subscribe to both of you because I've been waiting for it. So once I can, I will be subscribing to you. So nice, 6 months. But yeah, okay. But yeah, all you have to do is basically use my link to sign up for Babbel. You have to be in the U.S. unfortunately to be able to participate in this one. But use my link to subscribe to Babbel, and then basically just show me proof that you did it and not cancel within the 20 days is one of the requirements. Being in the US is another requirement. It has to be a new account. So yeah, those are the only things you gotta do. You can send me proof on through Instagram DM. Again, I have this a lot more detailed in my Discord, but yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta do. And it helps me out a lot. It helps the stream out a lot. And you can get five. You can have a chance to win 5 emotes to play with me on stream, and I'll put your name on my stream for a month. So that is everything that you can win through it. So yeah, I put it right up there for you guys. It has the link right in it, so if you click that link, it should work hopefully. But yeah, it should work. If not, go to my panels underneath, and it's there on my panels on Twitch in my about section. It's there. Okay. Other than that, I'm gonna start working on my stuff. So before I get started on this one, I'm gonna show you guys what this pack is gonna look like. So these are my. I don't know why Stream Elephant says there's no giveaway, but I do have a giveaway. Be very clear. I am running a giveaway. Ignore the stream elements. Anyway, so let me show you guys this pack that I've been working on. So this one is my little Halloween themed pack. Hi, Craig. So by the way, I'm streaming from my iPad right now, which is why it took me so long to get on. I was trying to set this up. My brother is also cleaning his room, so my setup looks a lot nicer now. I have a mic arm. Hopefully you guys can hear me decently well. But yeah, I have a mic arm now, which cleared up a lot of space for me to do my stuff on. I'm gonna be drawing some emotes. So this is the pack that I've been working on. It's cute. Look at it. It's adorable. It's a pumpkin hat head, right? And then to continue the mask effect, because this is a Halloween themed little emote, so I can't, I avoid all the copyright stuff. But this is the one that I'm currently working on. So yes, Halloween hat, and then a little Halloween pumpkin mask continuation to give that illusion of how, you know, the murderers in the movies always hide their mouths. That's what I was kind of going for. And then you'll know what movie I'm talking about. I think you guys know what movie I'm kind of like referring to when I say Halloween. But yeah. So this one. I'm hopefully gonna also do other versions in different hair colors and stuff, and I can change it up a bit. But for now, I'm just getting the basic bones of it down. So there's the first one. I'm hoping to get 10 done for this pack. This is the second one. So usually when you see the ones with hearts on like normal emotes, so there's like a cute little pink heart. I thought because these are Halloween and spooky that it kind of be fun to give this one that looks more anatomical. I know it's not perfectly anatomical, but I didn't want to make it look disgusting. But this is what I have so far for that one. So it's a nice little. Maybe one day I'll animate it so it gives a little boom effect. But for now, this is just this one. I always like to give my emotes like nice eyeliners and you know some makeup because that's like me. That's like my little signatures and stuff. And then this one. I like doing cupcake ones. I still have to add some sprinkles onto this one actually because the cupcake's looking a little dead to me. And I like making the eyes on this one kind of bug me, but this is the best that I could get on. I spent so long on this one and it was driving me nuts. So but yeah, this one took me like a whole day for some reason when it shouldn't have. But I really like the effect that I do with this like candle where it looks lit up in the background. To me, it looks very cute. Try to give it a little shadow effect more on the top. So that for that one, that's what I did. So today I'm trying to give this one like a little bit of a swirly eye effect, so it looks like it's like crazed a bit or like dazed kind of. So that's gonna be the one I'm working on today for you guys. Other than that, let me show you guys some of the other stuff I worked on. Thank you. Pretty sure I exist. I try. So, just to show you this is not an emote. This is something I worked on like forever ago that I was gonna put on a t-shirt because I think it's hilarious. It's a hot dog with a bucket hat, and I just think it's so funny. And maybe one day I'll put that on something. But yeah, that's that. So these are the ones that I already have up. on my Etsy. So this is my the mushroom one. So like here's another cupcake one that looks a lot better in my opinion. You get the full face effect. The other one I can't do that, but the cupcake's cute and this one I really like it. She's adorable. This is one of my favorite ones. Um for the wiener dog, I really wanted to get it, but I tried getting like the Printify shop and everything, but it's kind of expensive. So I'm gonna hold off on that until I can make more streaming money to like put into other stuff for you guys. But so yeah, these are the mushroom ones that are up already on Etsy. I mean, she's cute. These are basic like ones in my opinion. Like they're nothing crazy. Like she has a cute little sunflower in this one. Very cottage core in my opinion. But yeah, so those ones up on Etsy. These are the other ones that are up on Etsy. I love these ones. I did have a difficult time with these ones more than the mushroom ones. Only because the head shapes, I struggle with drawing the head shape. So before I even came on today, I did the head shape because I knew it would take me a while. But yeah. I mean, look how cute. Like I love these. I did a different eye for the ones I'm working on now. So these eyes and the mushroom ones, they have the star eyes that I kind of like was trying to make like a signature for my emotes, but I feel like sometimes the circle eyes just like are more normal. And what I mean by that is here you have the stars and then aw, Rob subscribed to tier 3. Thank you, Rob. Tier 3 is huge, and this is why he has a walk on. And also many other reasons why, but oh, thank you. I try to make them very cute, but so like yeah, so this one has the star eyes, and then for this one, where is she? Okay, there you go. I did circle eyes instead, like circle pupils, kind of. Because that just is what I like to do. But yeah, so these are ones I'm working on. This is one this is the first one of a cow pack I wanted to work on. So she doesn't have eyebrows yet, but as you can see, I gave her little horns, and then this gave me the idea. Oh god. Yes. So Rob, I guess I knew it was Rob. I was like, Rob, I know you're the one who got the Babbel subscription. I knew it was him because he's always so supportive of everything I do. Um, but yeah, thank you, Rob. He was the one person to get the Babbel so far. It will mean a ton to me if I can get the full 24. It just will. Like I can't explain enough the amount of stress that will alleviate from my body if I can somehow get the full 24 and the amount of confidence I will feel. Ecstatic. So yes. So this is the first one that I did with kind of like a cow effect because I had this idea in my head for it and it came out really cute. I did like braids in the hair, my attempt. So this is my first one in this one. I haven't gone back to in a while because it gave me the idea for my own emotes. So this is the pack for mine. Now you've seen this one before. This is my, when I get a new follow, this pops up. So this is the one I animated. Now this was going to be my new starting soon sign eventually. This is kind of the theme that I was going with, you guys. This one's not done yet. I want to change up the words. So I use Canva for this part right here, the starting soon and the follow, but I don't like it. This I did. This was me drawing on the iPad, but I want to make this so I can animate it a little bit better. And I kind of want to make it more of like a neon sign effect. Hi, comic fan. How are you? So hopefully eventually that'll be the new starting soon sign. If not, I'm going to play around with it a little bit because I do enjoy my theme now. It's just I did it so quickly and basic because it was through Canva. So I want to work on my own. But yeah. So these are my new emotes that I've been working on. This one has a purple shirt because I was playing around with colors. But here's one that I'm going to be putting up. Here's another one. A little action, like I also this one the eyebrows on my emotes I know are so much more extra than the other ones, but I have pretty like pronounced I feel like eyebrows. So I thought it'd be kind of funny to give mine like big exaggerated eyebrows and like more eyelashes and like just more extra like here because I feel like this is where I draw a lot of attention. Thank you, Moose Braden. I appreciate it. So oh, it's okay. Pretty sure I exist. You don't have to apologize. It's really okay. I appreciate it whenever you can come on here. It's always like, I'm thankful for it, so no need to apologize at all. Seriously, I understand how busy life can get and all that. Even I sometimes am late to my streams, as of course today. Oh, so this one I love this one. I got this one off the alien one I did with the gun, and I thought because my theme eventually is gonna be
It's time to
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob, for that lovely entrance. He loves that walk on so much. So this is eventually gonna be my theme for stream. This is a big, huge hint on what my vibe is going to be. Very spacey, very cowgirl, space cowgirl, alien, dinosaur. I might rid the dinosaur part, but for now we're keeping the dinosaurs. Um, but yeah, I want to get horns for my headset eventually, and just have horns and ears on here because I think it'd be cute. I don't know. I like the whole cow aesthetic. I love it. Now this, I'm excited for this. I have to animate this. So for now on, not yet, but eventually, when people sub, like a new sub pops up, what's gonna happen is this is gonna flash the new sub thing right here. So it'll flash this new sub a mark. And then what's gonna happen is this little cow is gonna get like beamed up into like the little space UFO thing. So that's how that's gonna work. So for next time I get a new sub, hopefully eventually I can edit this. It's just I have to pay for the app every time I animate something, so I haven't been able to do that. But eventually this will be the new sub one. So I'm slowly working on everything new for the channel. It's just taking me a while because the mic arm's great. And the mic arm's right next to me actually. I would show you, but then I have to move the camera around. So that was that. This was the old follow one, but I didn't like those as much. So then oh yeah, this one I didn't finish either. This is another pack I never finished, but this was my idea for another pack that eventually maybe I'll work on. So this one, I really liked the idea of having like a clear hat. And I thought what was really cute, and the new iPhone emojis recently released around the time I was doing this, and they had a jellyfish emoji. So I had the idea of kind of doing like a jellyfish theme with the hat. Um, so yeah, this is what that is. But when I tell you, doing this was such a pain, like such an incredible pain trying to figure that whole top out with the highlights and the shading and everything. Um, it drove me nuts. But yeah, so this is one of the other ideas I've been working on. There still needs to be work. Thank you. Pretty sure I exist. Thank you. I still want to play around with the eyes. I was trying to make it so even if you see it small, like on as an emote, you have to be able to see the lines pretty heavy in the outline. So I wasn't a fan of like the light hair necessarily in some of it. So I have to fix a little bit of that. But yeah. So those are the ones that I have in my on my iPad pretty much. These are all the ones that I've so far worked on. And yeah, so today we're working on this one. If I finish, we'll see if I finish it. Sometimes these are quick, and sometimes these take me so long. So yeah, if you want to check out the ones that the alien ones or the mushroom ones, I do have them available on Etsy. I have that linked. Actually, I think if I do this, it might pop up. Yes. Okay. So there's the Etsy shop for that one. I'm hoping to make new sub things too. Like I know right now I have this saying ones up by the names, but which I love by the way. But I might switch it up a little bit eventually. So yeah, this is the vibes we're going for today. So in order to do this, right now I'm just working on this pink part right here. I can close in on it a little bit. I'm trying to just get my bones done. Okay, good. I'm right on the right one. So I use the technical pen. So if you got, I'll like talk about what I'm doing. So right now I'm just working with the technical pen to create my like the bones for what I'm gonna do. So these lines are just gonna tell me where the eyes are gonna go. Like the eyes will go here or around here. Like that's where they're gonna go. That's what helps me like line it up. So this is also gonna tell me where the hairline's gonna go. So I have to refresh myself on this hair. So her hair is pretty similar to the one I gave myself in my emotes, where it's just like two strips and then kind of just falls flat. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start up a little bit higher just because I feel like this might take me a little bit to get through. I'm kind of just going to eyeball it. And then I'm going to go back and check and see if it aligns with the other ones, and it's not really aligning the way I want it to. Hopefully I could still talk when I'm doing this because I'm used to just like being quiet and doing it, but I want to make it a little longer. Okay, that looks a bit better. I still think it's a little thick. Yeah, okay. So these ones look quite thinner. Kind of like it right there, honestly. So yeah, this is gonna be my next emote pack. I'm gonna do more spooky ones too, because you know Halloween's coming up, and I feel like it's fun to have themed emotes. Like if you're a streamer, like I feel like that's a good thing. And I don't know if there's necessarily a market for that. There's a lot of emotes out there online if you look them up, but as far as like themed ones, like my style, I try to adapt my own style for them, I guess, because the market's so saturated with draw artists and everything. So I'm trying my best to like make myself stand out as much as I can. I feel like this looks pretty good for now. I'm gonna give the waves back here. She's gonna get a hat on her anyway, so the head doesn't really necessarily matter. It's more for like the hair. So really puffy hair, but it's straight. Looks pretty good. This is the only part where I'm getting a little weirded out by, but we're just gonna close that in by the ear, and that's fine. Actually, it might look nicer if it's falls behind the ear like that. Okay. That way the hair, I still want the hair to like look like it's falling naturally, just around the face. Okay, so that's pretty good for now. That just gives me the hair basics. I'm gonna go into this layer now. So when it comes to the eyes, I always try to make sure that the eyes are separate layer because no matter what, I like to have the eyes pop out above the hair. So like pretty much on all these, but I'll show you on this one. So on this one, for example, like the eyelashes go past the hair, even though typically it like wouldn't do that. Yeah, I think so. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I somehow got it to work. Wait, was that part of the arm too?
No, this is for the on the
Oh,
wall. Looked up online. Someone was like, "Oh, it's a desk thing," but
sorry, we're looking
I
at
don't
stuff,
think this
guys.
clamps in a desk. But I'm pretty sure this goes on.
Okay, well we'll figure
But
that out
I
another
keep
day.
looking. I was like, "Am I looking?"
Anyways, so
I
yeah,
keep
that's
looking. It goes on.
so yes. But he is ASMR watching this, just me talking about drawing. I mean, Rob has told me that. Oh, sorry, my wire's probably hitting the mic. Rob has told me that he enjoys watching me like work on stuff, so I figured why not stream it too? Like maybe you guys will be interested in it. So I'm hoping you guys are. So, anyways, okay, so I'm gonna work on the eyes next because I just like the basis for the eyes to be done. But for this one, we're not doing normal eyes. We are actually gonna give swirly kind of eyes to give a different effect or a different expression, which is I love by the way because it makes my life a ton easier because so much detail goes into working on the eyes. I can't even tell you like these are so many different layers for the eyes and when I have to do it. So just doing an easy eye today just helps me so much when it's like one of those crazy expressions. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to practice first. It might take me a little bit to get it down. Okay, there's one. So that's one eye. That's kind of like the effect that I'm going to be going for, so that's a little hint. I'm going to do the other one, I think right here. I think that honestly looks pretty good. It doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty dazed there, so I like it. We're going to keep those there for now on that layer. If I have to redo it later, I typically might, but like for now, this is good. Hi, Priscilla. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to go on to another one that I already did. And I'm going to copy the color that I used for the outer layer of hair. Actually, I'm going to go to my first one. Yeah, that one I still have to fix the outline on. So this is the color we want. We want that darker color. This one, that's what I messed up on this one. So this one still, I need to draw an outline better on it. That's why it's probably throwing me off. But for this one, we're not going to do that. That's what I'm probably going to do. So in the background of the swirls, I'm probably going to color it in with a bit of white. I might go in with a little red line as well. But we'll see on that. But I'm definitely going to give it like a white background eventually. First, I'm going to do the outlines for the hair and the pumpkin hat and probably the pumpkin mask. And then after that, I'm going to go in and color everything. So everything for this one, because eventually I want to release it in different hair colors, I'm going to try and do it on a completely different layer for the hair. Like I have to keep the hair completely separated for everything else. Even the eyes sometimes have to be separated. But okay, so now I'm just going to go in with this color. It's a little wonky, but from honestly all my practice that I've been doing with the emotes, it's okay. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect at first, because you can just fix it after. Okay. That looks pretty good so far. So I'm going to keep tracing over that ink line that I made for the hair. Alright. Now I'm going to give this one just a little... Actually, let's lighten that up a little bit. Right there. Okay, so now I'm going to do is I'm just going to... So in case you're trying to learn Procreate just a little bit, what I do is what you can do is you can hide the layer so you don't have to see it. So that's why everything's easier too if it's on separate layers. Later you can go in and merge them if you want, but typically I just leave it separated. So all you do is check this little check mark next to that layer where it's white, and you just go boop. So I'm on this layer, so I'm just gonna go boop boop, and it hides it. But it's still there, so if I need to see it again or reference to it, I can just pop it back on. But for now, I could just go in and edit this. So now that I have the hair up, I'm pretty happy with it. I think if anything, I want to make this part a little thicker. Match the other side. That makes me a little more better. When I tell you I was so happy, because Rob got me the iPad for my birthday, and I was just so happy because I've been an artist my entire life. I've just always been that's where I've thrived growing up. Like I was just better at that than anything else really, especially when it came to sports. It's funny now that I'm in the gym all the time, but definitely more of like an artist when I was younger, and I would just be by myself drawing in so many different books and sketching things, and they put me in all like the higher art classes. The art teachers always loved me because I would actually put effort in. Usually when kids go into art class, they just mess around and throw paint everywhere, but I I just always loved it. So when he got me the iPad, I was so happy cuz I don't hold my pencil like how other people hold their pencil. So sometimes my hand gets really crampy, and with this it doesn't because I don't have to press so hard like I'm drawing on the paper. So I hold this is how I hold it. Hi Frank, how are you? So this is how I hold my pencil. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like usually people like hold it I think like this or something. But like this is how I hold mine. So, like I used to get yelled about this all the time when I was younger, but now not so much. That's okay. How did I meet Rob? We met on TikTok. So him and I met on TikTok, and it was like we were both on like Marvel TikTok, I should say. So like I was doing like Spider-Man content, he was doing like the Bucky Barnes content, and that's how we like. And then we were both from Jersey, so it just made sense. So like we met up, and then after that, yeah, that's the story. I won't get too much in that. We tend to like stay a little private on certain things. I don't know how much to share on the internet, but that's like the extent of it. Okay, so now that I have the hair up, well, actually, before I do anything else, I do want to add the more thicker, like these lines right here, where it gives like kind of accent to the hair. I do want to do that. I also noticed that the hair does tend to go up a little higher. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Ooh, I always do that. I always accidentally make lines. Thank you, Frank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right through the ear here. Alright, messed up a little there. Okay. I'll go a little more out, I think. A little too close. So I don't like it when it's too close to a previous dark line, so I try to space them out as much as I can. Good, good, good. Another one. Frank, thank you for the follow. So sketch, I don't. It's only hard because I haven't done sketch before, so I don't know how to compare it properly. I will say I do like Procreate. I chose Procreate because that was the one that I saw recommended mostly to me, and I do like it. I think there's a lot that I haven't learned from Procreate though that other people know a lot better. I tend to stick to like the basic stuff and like what I know, and I make it work to like the utmost abilities I can. But so far I've really enjoyed it, and I like it. I just don't know how it compares to Sketch. That's the only thing. But I will say it's worth it. I only paid one time for it, which was nice. So it was only an initial payment. I think it was like $13, which isn't too bad because you get access to everything, and then you never have to like pay for it again. But I do like it. I enjoy it. Okay, I think I added enough of those lines. Okay, perfect, perfect. So now that I've done that, what I'll do is I'll go back to like the head, the black line right here, and I'm gonna erase the lines that overlap with the rest of it. Actually, first I'm gonna copy this one just in case. So because now I'm learning how to like do different colors and stuff on Procreate in an easier way, so I could replicate the same emote but in different colors and everything for different people. I'm trying to make sure I copy certain layers like the basic head shape so I could reuse that later just to save me time. So all I'm gonna do now is I think it's here. So I'm still learning some of this stuff. Definitely don't want to go there. Let's paste. Why am I drawing a blank on how to paste right now? There we go. Okay. So now all I did was I copied it over, and I'm just gonna oop, leave it as a blank layer. I'm not even gonna touch it. Okay. So now I can go back to the one that I'm actually using, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase the lines that overlap with the hair. So like right here, we don't need that there. I'm gonna erase that. Cool. Already looks a lot better. And then here. I'm gonna shorten the eraser just so I can get a little closer to this line here without having to fix it up too much. All right, that looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna go back to the hair real quick. Okay. I just like to touch up certain lines around just to fix it up a bit. Like here, I kind of don't want that running over that line too much. Okay, I feel like that looks pretty good right now. I do want to add the ear lines to this layer. So I'm trying to remember how I do those. I always forget how I draw the ears. I think it's, yeah, so I know it's one line like a rainbow, and then what I do is I kind of do like a squiggle for an S and turn around for it. Okay, so facing away from the ear, it's gonna be like a little S shape. Ah, go back. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see, we have the black. I want to make it a little darker. Cool, and then away from the ear, so we're gonna go like, I always play around with the ear because I don't know why I struggle with the ear so much. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but that's how the ear is going to stay for now. And if I go back later and fix it, then cool, but for now, it doesn't need to be that great. An ear, right? Okay, cool. That's what we're working with. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to this one, copy the outline color that I had, or like drop, air color drop. What's it called? Droplet it? Droplet the color. This box is, yeah, it's tough. So my biggest thing is like the outline's probably the hardest part for me. After that, the coloring is like I could color, but yeah, the outlines. For some reason, on I will say on this pack, I'm not completely satisfied with my choices in the hair outline colors and the choices that I made for the shading and the highlights. So pretty much like these lines right here, I'm not a total fan of it, but I also don't think it looks bad. But like this one I had to fix up a lot, and then this one was not making me. This one still bugs me. I feel like the face head on is just like not great. Like all the eyes to me look like different shapes in this pack, so I might have to go back and fix it. I love this one because I don't have to do eyes. But okay, let's do the pumpkin head now, kind of like pumpkin hat, I should say. Okay, so it's kind of like I kind of just do like a little squiggle for it, make it look like a little cutout pumpkin. But so we're gonna go like until I'm happy with it. I kind of just go around it. That already looks pretty good. I could work with that, I feel. Oh, I didn't make another layer for it though. Oh, I do that all the time. All right, we're gonna make another layer on top of the hair for it. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. I do that all the time, by the way. I always forget to make another layer, and then I draw on the same layer as something else, and I can't do that. Like, it's just, uh, it makes it harder to color, it makes it harder to shade, it makes it harder to do so many things. So, the pumpkin, yes, the pumpkin hat. We're gonna add the little pumpkin hat that I love. Okay. Hey, the bones for that look decently nice. I think I want to give it more, like, you see how this one kind of sinks in at the top a little bit to give it that little, but she is leaning forward, so I might not have to. You know what, actually, I kind of like it like that. We're gonna keep it there. Okay, now I'm gonna add the little chunk, make it look a little chunky. Fill out a little chunk in the hat there. Okay, so far so good. And now we're just gonna pretty much follow that line that we made earlier. And nice. Okay, so the bones are there. I have to clean it up because this part just looks horrible. This like little this is not good. So we're gonna fix that up. I always keep it on Baskerville, by the way. That's like my go-to like pen thing. That's the one I like the most. Just like smooth, but it could be a little bit of a pain because that's where I also keep the eraser. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna round it out a little bit to make it look cleaner. That looks better. So it's not so like harsh edged. So we're gonna do the same thing with this side. I just don't want it like the harshness of it. There we go. Look at that. I think that looks a lot better. I'm not upset about it. If anything, I want to make it a little thicker. No, you know what? It's supposed to be thin down there. Okay, that works. All right, now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the hair and now erase the hair lines that overlap with the pumpkin. So, bam, erase. Thank you. Pretty sure I exist. Bam. Okay, cool. Now what I could do is I could add some of the pumpkin accents. I think I only usually add like 3 for this. So we're gonna do like 1 in the center. Not a complete fan of that actually, so let's do 1 over here. So what I do is if you press harder on the iPad with the pen, it'll like make it thicker, and then if you go lighter, it'll stay a little lighter. So what I try to do for these lines is I start light, press a little harder in the middle, and then slowly lift it up again just a little bit. So we're gonna go press here and slowly lighten it up here. It's not as round as I like it. This is the parts where it like bugs me because these are like just the little details I like to add. And for some reason, they're always like the hardest things to do. That looks pretty good except for this one. The other one's not so bad. There you go. Still too far. Okay, let's go right here with it. That looks better. Okay, so that I like. I want to do the little pumpkin stem outline as well here. I'm going to put it more in the center. Oh, I did the lines on the wrong thing. I knew I did that. Okay. See, this is what I do. This is why it takes me so long to do emotes, by the way, because it's just like, it's just always something goes wrong. Something always goes wrong when I'm doing it. But it's okay. I'm just gonna trace it over. Cool, cool, cool. Now I'll go back to the layer where I accidentally drew them on, and then I'm just gonna erase them from that layer. Okay. Pretty good to me. That's gonna do for now. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this layer though, and I'm gonna draw the stem now. Wrong color, of course. This one. Okay. Realize my head's like in the camera. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we're on the pumpkin hat. Good. Okay, and then just a little divot to make it look. Now, details are great when you're working on emails, but not necessary because they're tiny. They're tiny, tiny, tiny little things. So to me, the biggest thing is just making sure the outline is noticeable, and then after that, it doesn't have to be nuts. A little shading is important, I'd say, but this is really the bones of it. This is really all you need. The only other thing that I want to do now too is I'm gonna go above this layer, but behind the hair. So above the face, beneath the hair. Thank you. I try my best on the shading. Sometimes I struggle with that too. All right. So all we're gonna do here is we're gonna create that little mask now. And that's just gonna hide the whole mouth. So now we're okay there. And it's gonna go above this so we can actually kind of erase it. And that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna go back over that black line and I'm gonna erase some of this again without hitting the hand. The hand's on that layer, so I want to be a bit careful there. Oh, don't know what I did. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now I have to add the lines for this again. Give it the pumpkin effect just a little bit. I think I did that on the other ones actually. I did. Okay, so we're just gonna go around and make those lines. Always like to do one in the center. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, gonna erase these from overlapping these, or this black line I should say. It what's the word? Clashes. It clashes. That looks great. I'm happy with that. Just want to fix this line. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, hopefully I can finish this today. Sometimes it takes me a little bit, so we'll see. Depends when the food's done. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the bones of this right now. The only other thing I guess I should do is the clothing. So this was a black outline for the clothing, which is good because I have the black clothing for the other thing. So we could work with that. Actually, is it? Yeah, I think it's black. Okay, cool, cool, cool. 'Cause I did a gray, kind of gray, like mechanic suit. You catch my wave reference here. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. I'm trying. Um, okay. Let me see here. Okay, okay. Oh, yes, I gave this one a mechanic suit. Let's see here. I didn't actually get to show the sleeve in this, but I do. The sleeve is showing in this one, so my vision for it is it's tight, but not too tight. Okay, so I want to actually. What layer am I on? Yep, okay. All that happening. Okay, let's erase that. I have to add a new layer again. We're gonna go below the pumpkin, above the skin to make the clothes. Okay. Okay, so we're still gonna use the black, but for this one, oh, what'd I do? Oh, I'm still in the eraser. Okay. I want it tight, but I still want a bit of the sleeve to show it's like falling off like this. So also, by the way, guys, this is the Barbie. I'm wearing this. I'm supposed to wear this to the Barbie movie. It says it on it. I'm supposed to wear this. It's a really big size. So I'm just kind of like I'm swimming in it. So right now it looks like this. It's okay. It's okay. But I figured wear it for stream because I'm freezing in my house right now. Okay, what I erase? Hopefully nothing. Okay, here we go. want it to look like it's kind of falling off, but not completely. Okay, cool. Yes. There we go. Okay, same thing over here. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Now I'm gonna make a thicker line and go over it again. Okay, and sorry, I think my wire's hitting the mic. I apologize. I'm not used to the arm yet, and oh no! My pen! Where'd you go? Found it. Ow! I just hit my head on the thing. I'm okay. Okay, cool. Okay, okay. Cool. Guess what, guys? We have sleeves. Amazing. Okay, the only thing that's bothering me too is I feel like we should have like. No. Okay. You know what? Bad idea. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Now we just gotta erase some of the lines I made for the arm here. You should not be able to see your arm through your clothes unless you're wearing something sheer. But if you're wearing a mechanical suit like my character here is, well, not. Cool. Okay. I think we can kind of start coloring it now. The only thing that's bothering me now that I'm looking, actually no, it's not because the pumpkin hat can be a little tilted. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna airdrop the center of the skin because usually on the outs of like the face, I try to like do a little shading around it, give it dimension. So I'm gonna color drop the center of it. Okay, so let's go. Whoa! Actually, I can get rid of this background color now. I don't really need it. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new layer, and that layer is gonna go behind everything. So now since we're coloring, this can go behind all of it. This is gonna be the skin. So now I just get to color it in. I'm gonna start with the skin here. I'm gonna get a little close and personal to it. Actually, what I'm gonna do is sometimes this is another trick that I like. So I go back to the background color, but sometimes white, it's hard to see on the screen or like if you filled it in correctly. So what I do is I change the background color to something really bright and obnoxious. Go there. Okay, cool. That is not bright and obnoxious. Let's try more like blue for me, please. Okay, there we go. Let's try that color. Yeah. So we're gonna make it really pink and obnoxious, so I could see it if I miss a coloring spot like this. I'll see if I miss that. It's so bright. If that was white, I might have missed it. Like this is sometimes where you'll miss it. It'll be like you're outlining or you're coloring it in, and then you'll miss like a little edge, like right here. You just color it in. Okay. I'm gonna make this a little bigger so I can get this done a little quicker. All right, yeah. Well, you know what? Honestly, since this is like the deepest color, it doesn't matter if you like overgo certain things. So sometimes with the skin, I'll just like be messy with it, as you can be. No one's gonna see underneath the hair, so you can mess that up. All right. Eventually, too, I will outline the hands a little nicer, but I haven't done that yet. They're not gonna look like little clamps like this forever, I promise. But for now, they can. Okay. Looks pretty good so far. And bam, 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 bam. The one that's going to be the most pain to color in is just going to be the hair. That's on the outside. Okay, we're good there. That's the skin. Now, what did I want to do next? I do want to do the hair actually. So all I'm gonna do is put the hair. Let me put it. We're gonna go right underneath the outline. So we're gonna put that layer right underneath the outline. Yes, that's like. So I do try to keep the hand simple. I hate drawing hands, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna make this experience of drawing as likable as possible for me because I just love art and I don't want it to become something that feels like a chore. So if I feel like, ugh, I don't want to work on this hand for like an hour because that's what it's gonna take me to be happy with it. This is literally how I'll make the hand look. And that is fine, because it's gonna be a tiny little photo on your screen like this. So it's like you don't really need to like, that's the benefit of drawing like in this style. Like you don't really need to draw like a detailed hand. You don't need to draw the full 5 fingers. You could draw a little line and a little thumb, and that is a hand. And for me, that works. I hate drawing. There are two things that I hate. It's like faces. I'm not good at drawing like perfect faces. So this is why cartoony kind of styles like this works for me. Hi Roblox edits. Hello. Um, but yeah, that just works for me. Simple is better for me. Really, like I'm detailed, but detailed where I want to be is really what it is. Okay, let's draw the hair in now. Oh, that is not the hair color. I forgot to put the hair color on. Okay, making sure I made a new layer. Okay, let's go to this one because it doesn't have the light on it. I'm gonna try to pick a spot where I feel like there's no highlight. So like right here. Let me double check. Sometimes I have to like triple check things. It's just my brain and how it works, unfortunately. But let's go here, and now we can color in the hair. That's a nice like chocolatey color. I do enjoy this color for like brunette. Mm. No, okay. So for the hair, we're gonna move that layer. Actually, redo that. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna redo that, but we're gonna put it above the hair. Like that. Okay, that's good. Cool. Alright. All I'm doing now is just coloring it in. So I know this part's probably a little like, okay. Like just get it done already. Now, there are people who know how to like click on something and just color it in automatically. I don't know how to do that, so I have to go in and just color the entire thing. I haven't figured out all the tricks to Procreate yet, but so far this is what I do. And now we can go in right here with it on this little line. It's mainly you have to be careful on the outlines because the hair will overgo into the skin and we just don't want that. The pumpkin I won't really care about because I'm going to shade the pumpkin in anyway. I'm glad some of you are enjoying this actually because like this is kind of nice for me because it's letting me get something that I need to get done while also like streaming, so it's like a 2 for 1. And I really wanted to try this out today. So in the future, what my idea is, I'd love to do emote streams where I pick maybe I have like a thing where I run and you sub or something. I'll draw you live on stream. We'll do like little emote lives or something. I think that'd be fun. I forgot I don't have to worry about the pumpkin. So sometimes I do that. If like I mess up like just a little bit, like right here, I'll just erase everything I just did. Like I'll just be like redo it because it'll like bug me. I'm like I'm just gonna redo the whole thing. But I really need to stop doing that because that's so silly. Oh, I forgot to erase that line. All right, we gotta erase that because that should not be there. Let's go here and erase this. All right, that looks so much better already. Okay. Going back to coloring the hair in. It's that same color. It's okay if it overgoes into the pumpkin because the pumpkin color will be above the hair. The hair will not show there. Okay, now we just gotta go behind here and color in the hair as well. So this is just the little background hair. Oh, put it up, please. Okay, there we go. Okay, now the hair is done. Okay, cool. Now we can, I'm probably just gonna color in the pumpkin real quickly. Again, this is another part where like I shaded it light in the front and in the back, so I'm gonna go in a spot where I feel like it's just bright orange, like right there. Okay, we're gonna go above the hair. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Whoa. Nice. We're getting somewhere on this one now. Once I start coloring, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've made so much progress. This looks so good. So now here's an instance though where I will say that like bright obnoxious pink doesn't really help me if I miss a spot. So I'm actually going to change the background color because it kind of clashes with the orange. So it's a bit hard. So I'm going to change it to like, yeah, the blue. Now you can see if I missed, like right there I missed and here I missed. Like I was missing and I didn't even know. Whoa! Oh, way above that line. Cool. Okay. All right. And now I've got to fill in that second part of the pumpkin. So as you guys can see, I made that little cutout part of the pumpkin where it's like that thick little slice. It's a different color because when you open up a pumpkin, that's what it looks like. So I was like, I think it'd be cute to make it like thick like that. So that's what I did. So I'm just going to color that in. I'm going to go in with that color. As you can see, it's going over the hair, so I didn't have to worry about making the hair all neat when it came to the pumpkin. Which is why I love doing the hats too, by the way. Because it helps me be able to give myself like, what's the word? Leniency, I guess, on the drawing aspect of the outline. When I can like add details like a hat in at top. I don't nail like the head shape. I want to say that looks pretty good. I have to erase that outline right here, but I have to be careful because it'll erase the brown too if I'm not exact. Or I color in the stem here. I also didn't make the stem lines, which I realize I have to do. Okay, so really quickly I'm going to do that. And I can get back to coloring the rest of it. Okay, good. Getting a little close and personal right now with this part. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. I'm on the correct layer. I can add just some lines in. Few. Doesn't have to be crazy. Okay, now we're gonna go back over to this one. The stem looks a bit lighter than that, the hair color, so. All right. I think I got it a little on the outside, but I'll just erase it. Okay, cool. No, I'm good. All right. That's a lot of that. I do have to do the same color for underneath this mask, so where should I go here? I could probably keep it on the same, no I don't. I want to go above the skin, below the hair. I'm going to use that same color to fill in her pumpkin mask. Ooh, I always do that. No! I'll just erase it. What am I freaking out over? I want to erase it. Okay, there we go. Okay, just coloring the mask now. I really do hope next time I can put music on the background of this, like with the Twitch soundtrack, like a little lo-fi beat or something. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I hope it's not like lo-fi, but I just say lo-fi. It looks like we're getting somewhere with this one. Looks great, great, great. Okay. Almost forgot this little piece right here I missed before, and then I'm just gonna erase the overdraw that I did. And this little part is bothering me a little bit, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go, where is it? Right there. I'm gonna touch it up a little bit. It's kind of overlapping with the hand, and I'm not a fan of that. Cool. And erase. Where'd you come from? That little black line right there cannot stay there. Perfect. Okay. That looks better. Okay, now I can color in the shirt, which is a nice gray color. To me, that's like a nice mechanic color. So let's go, we want above the skin, below the mask, below the hair, so right here. Okay, okay. Sorry guys, I know this is there's not much advice for me to give on this part, or like anything for me to say other than color it in and enjoy it. I feel like this is just like a nice part to get done. Okay, so the reason I'm not filling in this part, I'll tell you. The reason I'm not filling in this part is because I'm gonna make this a darker color so it looks shaded inside. So it gives more depth to like the outfit, I should say. Okay, cool. Oh, see, I missed a little part there, and that's gonna bug me. Cool. Okay. Also, what I want to do is, let me go back to the eye one. Actually, no, I want to go back to the main layer that we started with. I want to add a little nose. Like that. And then I also do need to add eyebrows. Let's go to the eye layer. The eyebrows are shaded black, so I could just go. Now, the eyebrows are really important because this is going to tell me, it's kind of the eyebrows, eyes, mouth, all that, very, very important to like the expression the emote's going to give. So these I want to figure out how I'm going to do. It's kind of crazy, but if I put them in like this, it'll look more like sad or like if I do this, it's going to look more angry. If I just do this, it's going to look more surprised. So I'm trying to figure out which is a better one. I think if anything, I do like slightly slanted up. Like that. I think that actually looks pretty good. I think I might have nailed that like first try. It's simple. Alright, cool. Very simple. I'm just gonna make a layer underneath the eyes. I want to color in the background of these ones white. So we're gonna go like this. Gonna look a little cuckoo-y. Okay, I think that looks pretty good actually. I might add like a little red to it later, but for now that's fine. I'm also gonna color in the eyebrows. And for now on, that is all the color we really need. The moment. Now this eye is bothering me compared to this eye just because the thickness is clearly different. So actually, let's go in now and try to fix that up. Oof, and I missed a lot there, so we're gonna try and fix that up. The Mona Lisa, oh boy. Definitely. Definitely not, I don't think. Definitely. Maybe one day I'll get there. Definitely not, though. Today. Okay, so I'm trying to go lighter on the inside. Oh, yeah, and my hand just decided to completely break itself. That's fine. That's fine. It happens. Okay. Now for this one, I want to go the other way. I keep doing one bigger. So this is the part where I struggle, guys. It's just like, for the life of me, it takes me so long to like get the proportions correct. That looks a little better. Only because I want the eye that's like on this side a little bit closer. The only thing is, it's a little deep, but we'll keep it for now. I can work on other things. I'm gonna make this filled in here. Good. Right, for now on, that'll work. Okay, now it's time to add some depth, I should say, to it. So let's add some depth into the photo. And by depth, I mean we're gonna shade it, or add shade lines, I should say. So let's use this one for reference because I tend to like this photo more. So the shading color is gonna be this color brown right here. Now usually whatever like way the head is facing will be the way that I'm gonna put the light. So since the head shape is facing like from this angle, I'm gonna make it so the light is coming from there or hitting there. In my head, that's where the light's hitting. So that means if I'm shading it, so all I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna make a layer above the hair. That's the same color, so we don't want to use that. I somehow managed to grab the same color for the hair. And that might be where I messed up. Actually, it could just be because I'm sitting weird. No! Don't do that. No, don't do that. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. Ah, okay. Yeah, outline color is that. So I need the dark color. This is the dark color. Okay. Hopefully that works. Let's see. Yes. Okay, that's the shade color. Okay, I figured it out. Had to look closer to the screen. It's okay. Okay, so we're on the correct layer. Okay. So now, since the light would be hitting from the right, that means the back of the head should be pretty dark, at least to my knowledge. So now I'm just gonna go in where I feel like there should be shadows. Like behind the ear, there should be a shadow there. Take requests for other people's channels? I would. I definitely would. So I actually did recently make Instagram for my emotes and like my drawings and my stuff. And I'll put it in the chat at some point. But I haven't advertised it yet because I feel like I don't have enough to advertise. So here's another thing what I'll do. So you see these lines right here that I made originally? This dark line right here. So when the light's hitting it, I like to put a shade mark on the back of that section. So like this section of hair from like here to here, I'm gonna put a shading mark on this part because that's the back part of that section, or at least how I view it. So this is what I'll do. I'll go right against that line and just shade it in. We'll go a little lighter up here to match this line and then slowly get deeper. Good. We're going to make a shade mark right here. That's behind the head. And then since this piece is falling like in front of the rest of the hair, we're going to make a shade mark falling behind there as well. So right here. Oop, went too far deep into it. Right there. It's going to match that little pointed end kind of. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I definitely want to shade in behind this part of the body.
It's time to duel!
He loves his walk on. I can't help it. It's time to duel. Like he loves it. Scares me every single time he plays it. But he plays it. Okay, so I'm gonna give behind the shoulder shading on the hair. Usually there's a lot of shading usually like in those little crevices. So, like, what'd I do there? Oh, there we go. So, like, oh, we're gonna give some shading right behind the hand. Like this. Some of it's gonna look neat, some of it's gonna look messy because you can't help it. If there's a hand in front of something, you have to put a shadow there. Just how it works. And then, yeah. Oh, I actually kind of want to shade in. It kind of makes me want to shade in this entire part. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Whoa. Okay, I think I want to leave the shading, that entire part of it, just because it's gonna be dark there. I kind of want to shade a little bit more here too. That looks a lot better to me. Okay, and now I'm gonna shade in the outer part of this strand of hair in the front. Cool. Nice. Okay. Now, here I'm going to eventually highlight, but on this single strand on this side, I'm going to highlight this half of it. So, like, it's always going to be, so pretty much the shading is always going to be on the left side. If the sun's hitting the right, the shading will be on the parts of the left side. Is kind of how I do it. Now, other people do this differently. This is my style and how I do it. Whoa! Alright, now I know I'm really close to the camera, but like I have to get a little deep in there right now. I'm like zooming in on it too. Okay, okay. Alright, a little lighter now. Cool. Now here we're gonna fade in a bit. And then I'm gonna give a little shade behind right here so it looks like it's replicating that one right there. Okay. That is, actually, almost forgot this one right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, that would be the last shading we gotta do. So now I'm gonna make a new layer, and now we're gonna go in the highlight for the hair. So I'm gonna knock out all the lighting on the hair right now. So I'm gonna copy the highlight color, and that is this light color that I have right here. We're gonna go back to the other one. Oh, thank you for being here, Pretty Sure I Exist. I appreciate you for sticking on, so thank you. And yes, the final results hopefully will be up eventually. I hope so, but yeah, hopefully I could finish this one today while I'm on stream. If not, we'll figure that out another time. But yes, these are the ones that will be in my shop hopefully soon. Okay, I did forget to shade more underneath the pumpkin hat, but I'll go back to that. So there's no big deal. If you mess up something, you just have to go back to that layer. That's all you gotta do. So yeah, I'm highlighting the front of this right now. That is where to me the light is coming from. And I'm just gonna edge this out a little bit more. If I need to, I'll go back to that. Right now, that's okay. I'm gonna shade this little part in right here. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, that's all shaded. Now I gotta shade this side, so we're gonna shade the right side of everything. So definitely these strands in the front are like super important to shade. So there's the accent pieces to the hair, in my opinion, so. Cool. Okay. Now I have to remember which side are, okay, this side, okay. So that section, that's the right part of that section, and then here would be here, and right here. No, go back. Okay. I always accidentally erase things, and it's just like click something with my hand when I do it. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the shading part real quick, and now I'm gonna go underneath the pumpkin, kind of the pumpkin hat that I did. Because I want this to show like that a little bit more. I'm gonna start a little lighter or like thinner in the front, and then as it goes on, it's gonna get thicker. Shadows do tend to do that. That's good. I'm pretty happy with the shading there, except I accidentally did that there, so we gotta erase that. Cool. Okay. Next step, I think should probably be, make sure I'm not missing anything. No, well the eyes are gonna be wonky on this one, so it's okay. Alright, I think we should shade in the, let me fix up the hands, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna shade the hands. So first, I'm gonna go back to this original layer again with the black, and I'm just gonna make a little line for the, I gotta figure out how I want to do this hand now. This is what I was avoiding, but it's okay. Let's see. Say I go like this to my face. The thumbs. Sometimes I have to do. Oh, thank you, Via. I hope it's relaxing. I need the music in the back. The lo-fi music would complete this. Hi, Beanie Sham. Hi. So if I sometimes have to replicate what I'm drawing. So like the thumb, I was drawing the thumb here, but these are my pinkies, so the thumb wouldn't even show. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm just gonna make maybe a little line like this. No, I hate that. Let's maybe do 2 lines. No. You know what? I'll have to go to that later. I won't bore you guys with that, but for now, let's just go in with the shading on this type of hand. Ooh, basketball game. Have fun there. I didn't play basketball. I was not good at basketball. So now I'm going to go above the skin layer with the shade that I chose for the, well, the shade for the skin. So it's the darker part for the skin. So now I'm going to draw the shading on the left part, just like I did for the hair. It's going to be on the left part of everything. And I tend to make the shade for like, the shading, I should say, for the skin a little bit thicker. Just so it shows. Okay, that was too much. Alright, let's go in with a little, oh, too much again, yep. Overdoing it a bit. Okay, there we go. But I do tend to make it thicker just because I feel like it's important to see. There we go. So without even seeing what else I'm doing to the hands, I could put a shade here. I can. And I can put one here just because I can. I heard something. Panda? It was Panda. Hi, it's Mimi. How are you? Okay, there we go. So without even doing any details on the hands, I could immediately put the shading on it. I could shade right behind this strand of hair. And I could shade around the ear. like this. And then I usually like to do, no matter where it is, I always give a little shading in this part of the ear, like the inner parts of it, because it is pretty dark in an ear. Okay, there we go. Now, I want to add highlight to the other half. Even if it doesn't make sense, sometimes I'll add highlight. Like here, this would probably be shaded, right? But I add highlight there anyway. Just because to me, like, shade one side, highlight the other. That's how I do it. Doing okay. Doing alright. I'm going to add another layer now. We're going to do the highlight for the face and the hands here. So now we're going to add light on this side. And you can see as I'm going along how like much more detailed this is looking, how much more like better it's looking once you start adding stuff like that in. If you just left it colored without adding all these little details for like the coloring aspects in, in my opinion, it just wouldn't look as nice as it could. So I do enjoy adding those. The only other thing I gotta do now to the face is I have to go back to the shading one, my shading layer, and I have to make a little shade on the nose. I always do a little shade on the nose. That's what I do. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is typically, yeah, I'm not gonna shade the pumpkin. I do have to shade the clothes. That's what I have to do. So we're gonna pick this dark color that I had in the clothes now. We're gonna go above this layer, and now we can shade the clothes in like this. Shading there, shading there, shading on the outside of here, and shading behind this arm as well. And then I'm gonna shade inside of this. Oh, so before, that's why I left this blank, because I think even if you can't really tell, adding like that little darkness into like that little sleeve makes a difference in my opinion. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I gotta add some shading right here, and I want it to match up with the shading that I did for this hand, so it's gonna fall down right like it did with the hand. Touch this up for a second. So as I go on, sometimes I touch up stuff. It's because now I could see it closer. So that looks so much better already. So much more happier with it. Now what I want to do is, I think now I want to go in with the like bright shading. So like the actual like smooth, what's it called? Like the spray paint kind of effect, smooth, soft brush and stuff like this. So you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start off by doing it with the skin. So I'm just gonna go above, I'm going above the original color for the skin, like the plain color, but I'm keeping it below the shading and the highlight, because I don't want it to overlap with that. So I'm gonna click on the skin color. I'm gonna go a little like tanner down here. I'm gonna go soft brush. It's already, the opacity for it I already lightened, because if I did it like this, it would be way too dark for like the color that I want. So I always go like a light opacity. I'm gonna do a little thicker on this, and then what I do is I go around the edges. Give it some definition to the face, and over the ear too, a little bit on the hands. Maybe smaller for the hands. Alright, to me that already looks so much better. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go, because as you can see now, I have like this colored, like the shading is still, now it's showing through in the back, so I just erase it. Sometimes I miss it, like it'll be there but you can't see it, so you have to be really careful when you're doing that, but like you'll see it a lot more when I do the hair and the pumpkin. Since the face is on the inside, you're not gonna see it as much. Okay, so the shading for that is done at the moment. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on top of the hair. I'm going to do the shading for the hair. So now for the hair, what I do is instead of, I'm going to start off actually with a lighter, like a pure color. So we're actually going to highlight it first, and then I'm going to go in with the shading effects. Is the voice echoing, or is it okay for you guys? Let me know, please. I hope it's not echoing. It might be because I'm talking down. Hopefully not. I hope not. Okay. I want a smaller color first. Way too light. Okay. Ooh, way too small. Okay. So let's just go like this. I usually do this one pretty quick, so it's gonna be lighter here because this is the front of the head. Ugh, way too light. I don't like it when it's too. I don't want it too pronounced, so maybe if I go in a little lighter with the hand here. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay, and then just a little highlight here. Cool. And now I'm gonna darken it and go down to this color. And I'm gonna give it some darker shading at the bottom and behind. To me, that's not even dark enough. Hi, Red Toad. How are you? Okay. So that's good, but you see what happened though? Because the hair layer is above the skin, it actually shaded in the skin too, that color. So you just have to go in and erase it, or at least that's what I do. So now the face is looking a lot lighter, but the hair has a lot more definition to it. So much better when you add the shading in. So like it went over the clothes too. All I gotta do is erase. Hopefully I did that on its own layer. I did, so good. I'm looking clear right now. I'm looking great. We're gonna make that a little smaller. Cool. Toad from the Mushroom Kingdom. Love it. Go on any adventures lately? Hey, that's looking good. I gotta fix up the ear now because it's still shaded over the ear. The hair is usually the biggest pain because that's where the most shading gets done. So that's where it makes me erase so much more. Just like that. Good, good. Okay, now I gotta erase here. Oh, almost forgot this hand. Sometimes you don't notice until you're like, wait, why does it look so dark over there? And then you're like, that's not it. Or light, why does it look too light over there? Like, you just never know. Okay, I think I cleared that up. Now I gotta do this part. Doesn't show when I go to put my sticker lines in. I call them like sticker lines because that's kind of what I give all my emotes, and that's like that black and white outline I give. When we doing more Russian, I wasn't sure if you guys wanted me to stream it again, but I'm down to stream it again. It's just like last time no one wanted to go on. But like I'm down to do more. I'm now nowhere near how much you guys know. Like you guys know so much more Russian than I do. I'm still on my little learning path with Babbel. Looking for my Queen Peach. Oh boy. I don't think I've seen her on my stream, at least. Maybe she'll pop in. Maybe she'll pop in. Oh, it's fine now? Okay, good, okay. Okay, so now the hair looks pretty good to me. I want to shade. Actually, there is one thing I want to do for the pumpkin that I forgot to do on this one too. So I have to go back to this one and fix that as well. And this one. But as you see on this one, I gave it like this nice shading or like highlight right there. I keep saying shading, but that one's highlight. I want to do that for this one too. I'm actually gonna go back in with the Baskerville kind of brush. I'm just gonna like give it some random marks here, kind of like watermarks. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. That's nice. Go like this. Give another one. I'm just gonna put in this front part because that's really all where it needs it. And then I'm gonna do another one like right here. I like this. Look at that. gonna have to do that for the other ones too that I forgot to do it on. It's always like the little details you gotta remember. But yeah, that looks cute. I like it there. I don't even have to go in with the other ones. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. We're gonna start off with a lighter color to give it more highlight. I'm gonna go over it like that. Oh, I forgot that's gonna do it for the stem as well, but I can just erase it. Okay, we're gonna highlight there, and we're gonna highlight this one down here. Actually, I can't do it there yet. I'm gonna add another layer above the mask that's covering here. You're gonna help me learn? I hope so, because I am struggling. Good thing I have Babel and you. Okay, there we go. And now I want to go in with a darker color. And I'm going to start off down here, because that's where I was doing this one first. So now we're just adding some shading into the masks. And now I'm going to go back up to this pumpkin. It's actually not dark enough, so cool. That looks so much better. So now I can erase the parts that I did. That's bleeding out into the rest of the picture. Cool. No! I erased too much. No! Oh my gosh, I'm erasing too much. Okay, better. 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 Oh, I can go right there. Oh, shit. Forgot I could do that, actually. I want to keep that just plain. Okay, hopefully I didn't cover anything else there. Okay. Like that. Okay, now I just gotta do this part. Cover the leaden right there. Okay. This looks good. I don't think anything got there. And now I have to go down to the bottom one and erase it from all the ones that it corrupted here. Yeah, definitely got in the hand. Okay, so everywhere but the mask. Erase. Okay, looking a lot better. And just this hand, I think, now. Okay. That looks so much better. I'm actually really happy with how this one's turning out. I think now, honestly, I'm ready to just... Oh wait, I do have to add a little bit of shading on top of the clothing. So I'm actually going to go in with a darker shading. It's a little not dark enough. Okay, let's try this. And I want to add a lighter one too. Just a little. Too light, too light, too light. That's better. Okay, cool. Let me just erase those real quick. Oh. No! Oh my gosh, the erasing is the part where I'm like, ugh. The coloring always makes it look so nice, and then you gotta erase it. Right here. Too much going on. Okay. Fixed. Fixed. Yeah. Okay. Clothes. Did I have a highlight for the clothes? I did. Okay, I did have a highlight on the clothes. Got to add the highlight onto the clothes now, too. I'm gonna go above there, below there. Okay, so let's add that highlight real quick. Oops, and I gotta go back to Baskerville. We're almost there. Rock, paper, scissors with the pando. Oh, what's he gonna do? I feel like it's always rock. So, is it rock? I think it's always rock. So I'm gonna go with rock. But I've felt like, at least. Okay, I do have to add a little thing onto the clothing as well. Gonna be a little, just a little thing. just like that. A little name tag, you know, and now I'm gonna go behind it. Let me go back to it first. It's just gonna be scribbles. It's gonna go. Actually, do technical pen. That's too scribbly. It's gonna just look like a random name is on there, just like this one down here. Was it? What was it? I missed it. Thank you, Darian, for that little game. Okay. Okay. Now it has the little accent on it. I think it's ready for me to add my sticker outline, except for one thing. Now that I'm looking at it. Okay, let me just go above here for a second. This little thing needs some color on it because it's gonna bug me if it doesn't. Yeah. Was that paper? I had no idea what that one was. It was rock? I didn't know what it was. I was just like, oh. Okay, now I can erase the lines that I made. Alright guys, I think we're about to add the final touches onto this. By final final touches for now. If I want to go back in later before I release it in the pack, I will, because I do feel like it's missing a little something, but I don't know what yet. But for now, I think this is actually pretty good. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my sticker marks on it. So what it is those are 2 layers that go behind everything. And first I start off with a dark, the Baskerville pen. And what I do is I go behind the entire drawing and I give it a thick outline. So I call them my sticker marks. Because sometimes when you get a sticker, that's what it is. It has like has the outlines on it. Ooh. I try to be very careful with these, but sometimes I'm not happy with the thickness. That's looking pretty nice. Add the thickness onto here. Sweet, okay, and the thickness down here. Okay. Now what I do is, okay, I kind of want to make this a little thicker. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's actually a highlight mark up there. So I'm going to go all the way over here and try to figure out which. Okay, good. I got it the first try. Cool. Close it back down. Now we're going to go in with a white. And this is my second sticker mark. It just gives it a nice, it makes it stand out more. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes it look better. Bam. Bam. So I do this on any part that's like that's touching like that background color. All right. I think that's it for right now, at least with this emote. Again, I might go back later and I'll touch up the hands and stuff before it ever gets released. But so this is what we ended up with. This is this is her. This So again, this one's gonna belong in this pack of emotes that I'm working on. My Halloween themed emotes. They're very cute, spooky, you know. Here's the first one that I did in this pack. Second one, you know, anatomical heart. Very cute, very fun. Cupcake, I want to add, I have to add on still some touches to the pumpkins in a lot of these. And then this one I want to add sprinkles onto. Um, and then yeah, now this one. You know, it's gonna be a pack of 10, just like my other ones. So if you guys haven't seen, here are my other ones that I worked on. This pack up on Etsy, it's you get the full 10 for 30. I feel like that's pretty fair. You saw that one emote took me an hour and 50 minutes to do on stream. So you can imagine having to make a whole pack of 10 takes me a while, so I feel 30 is a fair price. I know people sell them for less. That is just there's also people who sell them for more. For customs, I charge more for customs, but if I'm just selling them on Etsy, I usually just put them out for 30 right now. This is the other one that I have up. This one's for 30. I love this alien character that I made. Like, just so cute. Just so cute. Like, come on. Come on. That's adorable. Like, I love her. Like, I don't know. That one. So yeah, so this is my third full pack that I've been working on. Here are the ones I'm gonna be having on my channel soon that I've been working on for myself. We're gonna have a nice little space cowgirl theme, I think, is really what I'm going for, and I will be vamping up the look for it. I'm so excited for this new sub emote. Like it's so cute. I know I'm giving away some of my stuff here, but that's okay. And yeah, just in case anyone missed it before, this is the other one that I worked on a while ago. Just haven't ever finished that pack yet, but maybe one day I will if a lot of people like it and end up wanting it one day. And then yeah, that is the one that inspired my personal ones. So yeah, if you're interested in buying any of my emotes, they are up on my Etsy, which I have linked in my bios around everywhere. And another thing, if you want a chance to win 5 custom emotes for yourself done by me, I am running a giveaway right now. If you use my code that I have, if you're from the US, unfortunately, you have to be from the US for this to be able to participate in this one, but US, and you have to make a new account and you have to sign up for one of the subscription things. Use my link, sign up for Babbel. You get 60% off, one of the top language learning apps. And what I will do is I will run a little raffle, a little raffle, and you will have the chance to not only win 5 emotes, but also whoever wins will also be able to stream with me for one of my streams for a game. We'll have fun. We'll pick something. And also, I will put your name on my stream for a whole month. So it's a pretty big giveaway, and I hope it's worth it. I'm really trying really hard to reach this goal of getting 24 of you to sign up for Babbel using my code, and it'll mean a lot for the stream and me. And I can continue to do stuff like this. I can continue to make content. And Rob's trying to throw himself in there now, saying that he'll also give whoever wins $50. So there's a lot to win here by just signing up for Babbel on the stream using my link, and then all you have to do is sign up and use my code. So sign up, use my link, and then send me proof that you signed up and stuff on Instagram. You can DM me. I'll see it. Just message me like a photo or something. And yeah, so you can win all that just by signing up for Babbel, and it helps me a ton. It means a lot. It'll allow me to continue to stream when I want to and when I need to. If not, um, well, yes, things happen. So hopefully we could do that. It's a big deal. It's a big sponsor. So yeah, and then I'm hoping to come back again with another emote stream eventually. I don't know when that is. I might try to play a game tomorrow because I know I promised I'd play Security Breach again. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I really enjoyed this today. It's actually a really nice stream for me. It allowed me to get another emote done and show you guys the process, and hopefully it was calming. No, these are my calming streams, I guess. So I'll have some calming streams, we'll have the horror streams, and then we'll have the streams I do with V and Dylan, which are always fun. So we'll have to get another one of those in as well. A nice little group stream. Figure that out. But yeah. So thank you guys for being here. I kind of said all that I need to say. Follow all that stuff. It means a lot. And yeah. So other than that, I just want to thank everyone who was here on here. Frank Jeremiason. I'll just say Frank. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. And then Dylan and Rob both resubscribed for another month, so that's a big deal, and that I always appreciate too. So thank you guys, both of you. And then Darian, I'm calling you Darian right now. You treated Pando, Mr. Biscuits, so I appreciate you as well. So thank you guys all for being here. And as for everyone who was in chat, I'll just go through some of your names real quick. Pretty Sure I Exist was in here, really supportive. So thank you, Pretty Sure I Exist. Via, Dylan, Rob, all of you. I love you guys so much. So thank you guys for being on here. Beanie Sham, It's Mimi, Red Toad. What else we had in here? I remember Craig was in here earlier. Frank. I want to say that's as far back as it's letting me really go. I think I hit most of you. So again, always like to give a little shout out to all of you. And then of course all of you who are in the TikTok, if you were on the TikTok live. I try to read the comments when I can, but thank you guys for being on there. So Maximus, Moose Braden, Priscilla Jackie, Roblox, Sam. Thank you guys for being on there, and I appreciate it. I'm actually gonna close off of TikTok right now, and I'm gonna finish off on Twitch. So thank you if you're on the TikTok. Thank you, and I love you. And now for the Twitch. I wish it would let me close out of both at the same time. ASMR streams. Oh boy, I was actually looking at that today because I thought it'd be funny to try and do one. But yeah. Anyways, bye guys. Thank you guys for being here. Via, Dylan, Rob, all of you. Thank you, and anyone else who was on. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go eat. I think we're. Oh, Craig, thank you. I think I'm having homemade hibachi tonight, which I'm very excited for. Depending on how my sister cooks it, so I will see you guys. I should be back on tomorrow. I just don't know when I'm streaming tomorrow. But thank you and bye.